Hi, family, and I'm getting on here today because there's a lot of things going on in regards to Clarissa Shields, and what I want to say is it's not as if I am defending her being with a married man. I'm not defending any of her personal business. The only thing that I was defending was people coming for her African features, her hair, her nose, her lips, and then the fact that I was, because I'm just going to be honest right from the get-go. I'm gonna be very honest. I am a spiritualist, okay? So I listen to spirit and I listen to the ancestors. The ancestors, they come through for me. And so, listening to the ancestors, I've been clearly told by the ancestors that what is going on with Clarissa Shields is bigger than I think, okay? Because I'm seeing what spirit is telling me is that she has basically gotten herself into a jam. Okay, and it's not only people attacking her African features that had me angry, but it was the way that they were doing it. It was the way that they were doing it, the men, and the way that they were doing it. I mean, African American men and African American women attacking African features. It's just crazy to me. Though at the end of the day, as a spiritualist and being able to communicate, because I told y'all I'm a psychic. What I shall say is, I know now that this woman has gotten herself into a pickle. Now, I know she's 30 years old, and that means she's just coming out of her 20s, and dealing with a man that is clearly your senior. I don't know if she saw him as a prize, being that she didn't have a family growing up. She had the whole issue with sleeping on the floor till she was 17, not having enough food, parents not being there. I think that, she has daddy issues. And I think Papoose represents that in a way for her. Somebody she can serve and somebody that gives her, that's proud of her. I mean, she had her own father that inspired her to, be this boxer that she is today. And she's given him his credit and she's given him his time on camera and all of that. Though the actual work that she did is her work. I heard someone say that why she never has her family in front of the cameras, and they're the one that inspired her. That man didn't want no time on the camera. Okay, he barely looked like he wanted to be there that day. Okay, but at the end of the day, this woman, has a lot of scars from her past that keeps on popping up in her present. And so, with that being said, for us to attack her, what we need to keep it centered on, whether it's about the married man, is it about the way she eats, is it about the way she cooks? Because I believe if she was, just like I said, and I'm going to keep on saying it, I believe if she was a lighter complected woman, looked more like Kim Kardashian or somebody else y'all fantasize looking like it. Yeah, y'all black folks be fantasizing looking like in your dreams. I mean, it's just a whitewashed way of thinking. There's nothing really too cute about that. But you have a lot of people who believe that if, they're dealing with a lighter complected person, that somehow there's some type of merit to that or some type of leverage. It's really silly, but I mean, being the country that we live in, I can see that happening. Though I'm looking at the way people were attacking her, and it wasn't just because of things that the Bible might say is wrong. It was just because of she was born a certain way, and that's what pissed me off. I'm never going to defend someone sleeping with a married man. I've always been married, you know what I'm saying? And I've always had somebody that's been madly in love with me. So I'm never going to defend somebody trying to break up a love thing. Though we keep on forgetting and I know that we are defending Remy Ma when we are beating Clarissa Shields up. I figured that out too. But what Spirit told me is this woman got herself into a pickle because I believe just coming out, of that bad childhood, bad upbringing and all of that, I think she's seen herself stepping into the limelight because there's a video of her cheering when she got her first gold medal, and people are making a joke out of it because her hair was short and she had these braids in, and she's kind of like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm the girl standing here. I can't believe I am the girl. out of all these girls, I am the girl. I seen it all in her heart. I actually cried when I first seen it, because out of all she's been through, that was a victory for her. It's not something to make fun of and look at her hair, because all you doing is feeding the white machine, the whitewash machine. Real Afrocentric people ain't gonna think that's funny. They're gonna think that's an honor and a privilege to see that young lady standing there. Just like when Muhammad Ali was boxing, it was an honor and privilege to see him say the things he had to say and do the fancy footwork that he had to do. This woman has, because of these things that has affected her from her past, she does have a sort of narcissism. I have to say it, because it is going to be all about her at this point. Now, I kind of did a reading on her, and I don't know if you guys are into readings, but I kind of did a reading on her. And the reading is actually saying that she started this mess, and I'm trying to figure out how she started it. And it could have came because she, was in love with Papoose secretly. But my readings don't lie. My readings always tell me the truth, and they always tell me what's going on. And it sounds like this girl got herself, trying to get more into the limelight, because we knew about Clarissa Shields, but we didn't know about her as much until she got with Papoose. So I think that was a way she thought she was going to catapult herself, kind of like into the limelight, the scene, what she's always seen on TV, the people, the fabulosity of it all. Just like you see people on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives, they all just trying to get a little piece of the pie. So don't be trying to beat her up for that either, okay? But, just like I said, and even on those shows, you always remember the darker complected person always got beat up the most, or they tried to, call out all of her skeletons if she was darker complected and pretty, and had a real body. Oh yeah, they was gonna get her the hell up out of there, because all the people on Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives are plastic Barbies. Not to say them as a person, but they all have been under the knife. And so, so to say this, to say that, it's a spiritual thing going on with Clarissa Shields. This is not anything light. And if her lust for fame and, and her desire to get what she never had overrules what her purpose is, yeah, it may turn into a ugly little stew for her, because one thing we can't do is go against our purpose and think we're going to win. Like, when we're going against our purpose, it's like in our minds, do we actually think we're winning, or is that just an illusion? Because, it's funny, because I know what Spirit is telling me is true, that this woman actually did some stuff in regards to knowing, about Remy Ma and her breakup with this man, and actually trying to step into those shoes. And one thing I can say, I'm seeing that she had a relationship that she was in for like 5 years. And, she dumped this man for this, center of attention, and I don't even want to call it center of attention, but that's what she is right now. She's the center of attention because she's with Remy Ma's man. And I'm finding out Papoose ain't really nothing. He's just a bald-headed, leech. He likes to leech on to women that he feels is up and coming. At the end of the day, I just gotta just say, this, in regards to Clarissa Shields, I know she had a really rough life. And if you're watching this, Clarissa Shields, all I can say is you don't want to step outside of yourself and outside of your purpose, trying to attain material gains, because as we can see, material gains don't ever really make anybody happy. Okay, it really doesn't. So it's like, I've just said I'm going to step aside. I'm still going to cheer her on when it comes to her fight. I'm still going to defend her if I hear anybody talking about her personal looks, because that is just something you don't do. You don't talk about the gifts that God gave someone, or the way that they were born, or the way that they look. You don't do that. Because when you're doing things like that, basically what it's saying is either you're insecure in your own makeup, and that's why you wear wigs and lashes and a face full of makeup. That means you don't really feel confident in yourself, because evidently she feel confident in herself. She come on without makeup, with makeup, eat and chew the way she want on camera. She ain't trying to sit in them little prissy seats that you guys are trying to put her in. She's a real G. Okay, she's a real G when it comes to that boxing world and where she come from. So y'all not gonna fit her into no prissy little box where she need to be crossing her legs and looking like nothing, especially for a man like Papoose. Okay, so anyway, I do want to say that I can see that spirit is really taking a toll on her, because in the videos where I'm looking at her with her ex-boyfriend, she actually looks healthier and happier than she does now. So I just want to say these things in case she hears this video, but in no way am I putting her down the way she looks. I think she's beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. I think her beautiful, real buttocks is just fabulous. I like her real breasts, her real abs, her real everything. The girl is just a real person, just like she said. But you don't want to be trying to destiny swap with nobody. And don't be trying to destiny swap with nobody. And don't be trying to hold on to somebody that ain't trying to be kept. Because I'm looking at these videos and some stuff is just really starting to make sense. And honey, you need to step out of that, because one thing you don't want to do is allow any of these men to use you and then have you looking dumb at the end of the day because you either sprung on some penis or you sprung on something. You need to flip the script, girl, because you from the hood. Because I think you pimping Papoose if you ask me, as I said before. I think you pimping him for the clicks and the views. You know, I think you pimping him for the clicks and the views and promoting your fight, you know, and you getting some penis or whatever you getting, you know, behind the scenes. But it's all working out for you. But I just don't want it to not work out for you in the end, because you have the wrong intentions. Okay. So I just want you to just pay attention to what's going on, young lady, because I love you as a fighter. I respect you as a fighter. You are the GOAT. You are the greatest woman of all times. You are everything in a bag of chips, baby. I see you. Trust and believe. I see you, boo. Okay, and I'm going to be at your fight. Okay, and I'm going to be at your fight, and I'm going to post the footage. You guys, but anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, because I do love me some Clarissa Shields, but Spirit told me it is something deeper going on with her, and I really don't want to get involved with that. I'm just going to continue to cheer her on and say a word to the wise in regards to, you know, wait till somebody's marriage is finished before you start jumping on the penis, okay? You don't want to be jumping on the penis and the marriage ain't done, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a curse on your ass that you're not going to be able to get off of you. And you're going to think it's all fun and smiles and good while you're riding along. But baby, when you hit that ditch and get bounced off in the mud, oh yeah. Okay, have a good time wiping yourself off, because we're going to be over here laughing, because we done already told you. As much as we love you, we going to have to tell you, sis. Get away from that man. He is not a real king. Okay, and we know this because we are the original kings. And guess why? Because at the end of the day, no matter what they say, in each and every single way, I am royalty. You are royalty. We are a royalty family, and I shall see you in a minute. I shall.
I got a job to do. How can you say you're the greatest one of all time if you're not gonna see? I got a job to do. Woman of all time. How can you say you're the greatest one of all time if you're not gonna see? I got a job to do.